Hello everybody, thank you for watching. It is the second. I was doing a little flight from Phoenix down to Mexico City, and I see this other flight right here from Mexico City to Cancun on the 737, and I thought we'd give it a go. For this flight, I installed one more thing, all of the Navigraph charts, and I want to see how these work, because when I did it before, it erased all of the nav aids. So I think that this is fixed. I've seen people using this, so let's see how this works. So I'm going to write down a few things here. Let's fly this in real time. It is 9:30 tonight. I think we should just fly this at night and see how it goes. We're going to be over the ocean anyway. Total distance 800 miles. I don't know why it thinks it's 4 hours. 134 passengers. Okay. That should take us 2 at the most. So it says we need 2,300 pounds of fuel. Let's do the apps here. Okay, great. All right, perfect. In my last flight, I had an issue of loading the charts. I couldn't get them to load. I don't know if I needed to do it ahead of time or what, but I just had this consistent problem. So hopefully, it looks like we can file our sim brief right from this iPad, which is good. So let's do it like this. And then jump into the sim. Passengers, what did we say? 134? I don't think that this actually matters here. Yeah, see, we can't change it here. And our zero fuel weight is 99,000 pounds. All right. Let's jump in here and see how this goes. Okay. Okay, we have our camera now positioned over our throttles. Is this where we add passengers and whatnot? I guess not. Alright, let's just fly it. All right, here we go. I guess they pre-flighted this already. Let's look what it looks like under here. That's kind of cool. All right, let's enter.
Happy to be flying with you today, Captain.
Okay. Let's get our thing open.
Captain, it's Beryl from the cabin crew. Passengers ready for boarding, Captain. Waiting on your okay.
All right. Passengers come aboard.
Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8. Could you please get the passengers on board?
Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8, the jetway is going to be connected.
There we go.
Mexico ground Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8. Could you please send the baggage?
Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8 baggage is on the way.
Mexico ground Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8. Could you please send the catering truck?
Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8, the catering truck is on the road.
We don't want our IFR clearance yet. All right. First thing I do is I turn up these panel brightness here, and then up here as well. It's way the hell up here. Now we can see what we're looking at. Okay. So we can run through the checklist pretty quickly. I think we're going to be passenger boarding for a long time. I would like to load this flight plan into Navigraph. Let's see what the Navigraph app looks like. Oh, I may have to sign in. Oh, I already did. I think. Okay, so we will need to...
Luggage loading complete.
I wonder if we could just... wonder if I have to put it all in here. Okay, so we may need to get all of the information from the other app, unless anybody else has a better way to do this. So let me just write this down real quick. Okay, and just so we are doing Okay, it looks like we're doing a Benito Juarez departure, and we are going to do the ZUDUIA to the ILS to right via the Corridor. MMUN Airport. Okay, so I think we have everything we need to input this into SimBrief. MNUN alternate is... There we are. It's nighttime now. Let's turn this brightness. Okay. That's a little hard to see, but it's okay. Do this in pounds. Schedule, runway, fuel planning. We'll do our route here. That's what we want. Is that VIKMO? Oh. Aircraft type. We are in a 737 800 Max 8 default climb profile, and then we wanted okay, so now here's our route. Let's say generate. Okay. Let's click these things to nav. I think they're supposed to go to a line at the moment, and then we need to... Okay, we're 737 8.2. Charts look good. Position initialize. We'll go to the next. Copy our GPS heading. There we are. Reference airport is MMMX for Mexico City. I don't know what gate we're at. Go to the route page. I will need this. Said we had 134 passengers. I need to remove the backspace. And cargo, I got no idea. That should be in here somewhere. It'll say sensed cargo. So I think we already sent this route to our avionics. We got runway 05 right. Class. Performance initialization. 23 tons of fuel. Our zero fuel weight was 99. Was 99.3. Says it's invalid. Okay. Cost index 6. Oops, let's clear this. Cost index 60. Cruising altitude. Let's get our IFR clearance and see what they want us to fly at.
Mexico, ground Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5. Tree 8 ready to copy IFR clearance to Cancun.
Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8 is cleared to Cancun Airport. Via the November Oscar X-ray Oscar Tree Alpha departure, expect runway 05 or maintain FL Tree 50. Departure frequency is 121. 4 squawk 0615.
Cleared to Cancun via the November Oscar X-ray Oscar Tree Alpha departure runway 05 or maintain FL Tree 50. Departure frequency is 121. 4 squawk 0615. Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8.
Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8 read back correct. Contact ground on 121. 85. Good day.
Oh, whoops. Did not mean to put new. Why? It probably stores it, right? View. Okay, perfect. Alright, excellent. So, what is our total fuel burn for this? 99.30. We have 23,000 pounds. Should have 13 tons or so left over. Let's find out ours. I think our zero fuel weight has to, for some reason, be calculated after everybody boards, which makes no sense, but what I've been doing is I've been going to here, and then when this calculates our CG, when everybody gets loaded, it seems like our total mass is what I put in here. I doubt that's the way yours should do it. But I'm unsure. Okay, 8310. Cargo. Cargo is loaded. All right. Looks maybe a little better. All right, while everybody's taking their time to board, let's go through our checklists. We have all the pre-flight complete. Master is on, standby power is on, ground power is on. These are on nav, they aligned. We will turn this to nav. Collision lights are off. Hydraulic pumps on. Electrical pumps off, fuel pumps off, which are all of these. Trim air. Trim air is on. Isolation valves. Open. Recirc is on auto. Engine bleed. Air is off. Fuel quantity. Cruise altitude 35,000 feet. And our landing field elevation is probably sea level. Cancun, let's see, details, airport. We will need the chart for Cancun anyway. I'm pretty sure it's at 0. Okay, we're under VFR conditions. That's good. All right. Where'd all the data go? Maybe they have a chart here. Okay, we were able to import that flight, which is great. Cancun, let's see here. It's just taxi charts. It's just look at what we got here. Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. Alright. I need to make this a little bigger. Okay. Elevation 22 feet. I don't think we can do that low, so let's be at 0. I'll put the ATIS in our COM 2, and it is 127.7. And that way we have it. Okay. We will look at these later. So let's continue with our all right. Fasten seatbelts. Altimeter. What was our altimeter from the ATIS? I don't think we got it. It's okay. I'll put that in later. Let's continue. Left fuel pumps on. Okay. Left aft on. All right. APU. I don't think we are ready for our APU yet, so let's stop here. Go back. Let's get our .65.
Mexico City Airport information, Charlie 0500 Zulu. Wind tree 26 at 5. Visibility 8. Sky condition, 700 feet scattered, 5,100 feet scattered. Temperature, 1 tree, 2.2. Altimeter tree 046. 01. Visual runway 05L and ILS X-ray runway 05 are in use. Landing and departing runway 05L and runway 05R. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Charlie. Mexico City Airport information, Charlie 0500 Zulu. Wind tree 26 at 5. Visibility 8. Sky condition, 700 feet scattered, 5,100 feet scattered. Temperature, 1 tree, 2.2. Altimeter tree 046. 01. Visual runway 05L and ILS X-ray runway 05 are in use. Landing and departing runway 05L and runway 05R. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Charlie. Mexico City Airport information, Charlie 0500 Zulu. Wind tree 26 at 5. Visibility 8. Sky condition, 700 feet scattered, 5,100
Okay, we'll do
feet
this.
scattered. Temperature, 1 tree,
Where?
2.2. Altimeter tree 046. 01. Visual runway 05L and ILS X-ray runway 05 are in use. Landing and departing runway 05L and runway 05R. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Charlie. Mexico City Airport information, Charlie 0500 Zulu. Wind 326 at 5. Visibility 8. Sky condition, 700 feet scattered, 5,100 feet scattered. Temperature, 1 tree, dew point 2. Altimeter tree 046. 01. Visual runway 05L and ILS X-ray runway 05 are in use. Landing and departing runway 05L and runway 05R. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instruction.
Okay. We're at 80% boarding. We're still kind of taking our time. It's probably going to be something like 29, 28%. Okay, so as soon as everybody's boarded, I think the only thing we need just waiting for that zero fuel weight and CG calculation, and that will give us our V speeds, and we will be done with the FMS. For those of you wondering, I am not drinking alcohol. That's just orange juice. was it? 3046. Alright, that's set at least. Almost there. So I think to calculate zero fuel rate, I was doing a couple of things differently, and it's in the sim brief somewhere, but I was having trouble reading it. What I think I'm going to do this time is take our total mass and just subtract our fuel weight. And I think that's the correct number to put into the FMS. We can just cram these last 7 people in. Almost there. Oh, come on. The last person. Come on. What, did the guy fall? Come on.
We've completed boarding, Captain.
Okay, so we have 153,135 pounds, and what is our fuel is 23,010. That gives us a zero fuel weight of 130 pounds. So our CG was 30, and then I think we go previous. 560. Runway wind was okay. What was our runway wind? I wrote that down. Maybe I didn't.
Mexico City Airport information, Charlie 06.
326 at 5. 326/5. Okay, runway slope. It's dry. Next page. 15. We need to. Where is the page where we put in our stuff? Now status. We need to go to zero fuel weight was, what did I say, 130, 130.1. Okay, here we go. All right, now I think we got everything we need. Okay, so 133, 134, and 143 is our V2. Okay, all that looks good. Let's turn it back to our legs. We'll go back to our checklists, and we are APU start. Gen switches. No, we are not doing that. APU gen switches on. There we go. And then bleed air for the APU. On. What did we miss? We got that. Pre-flight. Flight directors. On and on. Auto throttles off. Gear handles down. Speed brakes down. Throttles are closed. Engine start levers are cut off. Parking brake set. Yaw damper can come on. Alright, we're at engine start. We will go electrical systems on. Fuel pumps all on. External power off. Anti-collision lights on. I'll turn our logo on too. That was steady. Perfect. These are off and off. All right. We are And we will request pushback.
Mexico ground Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5, tree 8, requesting pushback.
Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5, tree 8 pushback request accepted.
Okay.
Tow bar is set, Captain. You're cleared to start engines.
All right, start 2. Monitoring our engines as they increase. And
Pushback
fix
complete,
the
Captain.
lighting here. Okay. Aircraft entered prohibited airspace. What the hell does that mean? Alright. We will start left engine. And we probably should switch APU off. Wonder why it resets. Alright, generators are on. Electrical pumps are on. We'll move these to auto. Isolation valve will be auto. Bleed air on and on. APU bleed air off. APU power is off. Okay. Flaps set for takeoff. We got 15 and taxi lights auto. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Okay.
Mexico ground Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5, tree 8 with Delta ready to taxi IFR.
Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5, tree 8 taxi to and hold short of runway 05. Are using taxiway Lima Kilo, Juliet Alpha, for Echo Alpha 1. Contact tower on 118. 55 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 05 are via
All right,
taxiway.
here we go.
Lima Kilo Juliet Alpha, 4 Echo Alpha 1 Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 tree 8.
Okay, now we have 15 flaps. I think it just is,
Ladies and gentlemen, our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you are seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our attendants. Thank you.
we're gonna have to play with that to get the, set this to 35,000 feet. Okay.
Fuel gauge reads 50%, Captain.
It's all right. We're only going 100 miles or 800 miles or something like that. Yeah, this reminds me of when you have like been swimming in a pool and your eyes are foggy from the chlorine. That's what this reminds me of looking at. I wonder how we change it. Like that seems to do a little bit better. I don't know. Shouldn't have flown at night. We'll be alright. Okay, let's turn. We have flight director is on. Let's turn nav and that on. We also want to have our climb out speed be about 210 knots ish. Say 220. So it doesn't think we are at the hold short. Still doesn't think it.
Mexico Tower, Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5, Tree 8 ready for IFR departure runway 05R.
Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8 altimeter Tree 0. For 6. Cleared for takeoff runway 05R.
Okay, cleared for
Cleared
takeoff.
for takeoff runway 05 or Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 5 Tree 8.
So it looks like we're gonna have to do a right turn here, which is kind of misleading. Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. Place your seats and table trays in the upright position. Turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones, and prepare for takeoff.
Okay, N1 is 30. Let's go full power. Master caution will reset. And look good. Okay. I think that was V1. Two. set my takeoff trim. Shit.
V1, rotate.
Let's
Check
turn.
the landing gear down. Seems we missed that step.
Mexico departure on 121.
Alright, gears up, flaps up. We are accelerating. Let's arm the auto throttle.
For Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 538. Mexico departure, Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 538 is passing 8,600 feet, climbing FL Tree 50.
Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 538 Mexico departure altimeter tree 0. For 6 radar contact, continue to MX 800.
Okay, down, nose over. This damn thing. Okay, we are on the autopilot. It just needed to coaxing, not crash. Let's just... Okay, let's just climb vertical speed. Okay, let's turn the auto throttle off and just... Okay, for some reason my autopilot button wasn't working. Okay, flight level change. Climb out at 245. 240. Okay, now everything's working. Our guides. Okay, let's do our after landing checklist. We've got our we're above 10,000 feet already. Let's take our landing lights off. We've got our flaps up, our
Mike Alpha Echo
gear up.
538 contact Mexico Center on 1251. Good day.
125. 1 for Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 538. Mexico Center Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 538 is passing 16,100 feet, climbing FL Tree 50.
Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 538 Mexico Center altimeter tree 0. Tree 1 radar contact. Continue to MX 812.
Okay. take a look outside. That's pretty cool. Wish I could get Aero Mexico. I guess it's a little too dark for that. Maybe something like this. Why'd it get brighter? All right. We are on our way to Cancun. There's got to be a lighting setting I've got here that's making this thing too bright. I don't know. Let's go back to our sim brief dispatch. Why isn't anything coming up now? More apps. Okay. Well, of course the app's broken. They should really tell you what $175 knots? Really? That seems way too slow for this. Maybe that's why I run out of fuel. Oh, we need to go to standard. All right. Oops, we're probably gonna go 250 knots, let's say, true airspeed. And even that's pretty slow for this plane. Alright, arrivals and approaches. We were at this approach, was that it? XU1 alpha, something like that. It was XUDU. That one. But it doesn't look like we're doing that. Oh, because we're not. Okay, well this is set up when air traffic control gives us the chart, gives us the arrival. So hey pilots, let me know something. What I did here was change this N1 limiter to cruise when we reached our cruise altitude. Do we have to do that? I am unsure. It's not in the checklist or anything, but I'm fairly certain that sounds like something we should do. Top of climb is coming up. Seems like we're way above our climb profile. turn down the contrast or something. Right, we are nearing our top climb.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Today I'm assisted by co-pilot Carol Ifa. Welcome aboard flight ME-53-8 inbound to Cancun. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 26,500 feet and at an airspeed of 250 knots. It's 12:03 a.m. and we should expect a smooth flight all the way. On behalf of all crew members, we thank you for flying with us today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you.
Alright, we'll do auto throttle, speed hold at 250, and then we will make this cruise profile. Okay. And we'll see how this treats us. All right. I'll probably speed the video up here until we're nearing our top of descent. So I was able to figure out what was causing these primary flight displays to be so bright and oversaturated. These knobs down here were turned all the way up, and this makes night flying a lot more manageable. We can turn these down, and now we can actually see what is being displayed here. The cockpit lighting, is something that they had to go through and fix with this. I don't know why it's on default, but I was playing around with these settings and was eventually able to figure it out. let's bring these back a little bit more. I think we need to, there we go.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Bring this back to 200, we could drop some flaps. That'll help us. Go flaps 2. We have the runway in sight. Okay, we can bring on. Retracted our speed brakes. Okay. We have our landing lights on. We don't. Oh, it's a bit foggy. Auto throttle. Some speed capture. And we will hang out here till we capture the glide slope. I think we can put on. So we need to go to nav mode. How do we do that? Okay, I think approach mode. Now we can. Okay, now we are on the approach with the autopilot. Alright, let's get us back to 137. And we will drop the rest of our flaps. Okay, we are settled in here. We are capturing the glide slope. And we will go gear down. Let's see what these look like. It's kind of up here. Set our altitude to 3,000 in case we do mist. Okay, we got gear down, landing lights on, flaps down.
Boeing by Alpha Echo 53, wind calm, clear to land runway 12R.
Clear to land runway 12 on Boeing Mike Alpha Echo 538.
Okay, should we turn the autopilot off? Get slightly closer. 1,000. Alright, let's disarm the auto throttle. Autopilot is off, and we're hand flying it. last transmission.
Rolling Mike Alpha Echo 538, did you hear my last transmission? Rolling Mike Alpha Echo 538, turn next taxiway.
Let's see where our next taxiway is. Stop and hold short. Hold short's behind us.
Rolling Mike Alpha Echo 538, exit runway when able. Rolling Mike
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cancun International Local Time. It is 1:39 a.m.
Alright, some weird air traffic control stuff. I think maybe I didn't acknowledge the landing clearance. But we landed it smoother than last time. Here's what turn our landing went off to. I haven't seen one of those in a long time, an MD-80. Alright, we can turn you off. So let's go to helmet building. It's kind of odd. Okay. Let's take a picture. Alright, let's turn her off. Lights are coming on. Okay. I'll take it. All right. Well, thank you for coming with me tonight. See you next time.